Okay, so something I'm checking is the ability for. Okay, so I guess that worked. I was actually not very decipherable during the first gaming experience with the content. Luckily, most of the game was heard, but I like it better when my voice is easily heard as opposed to possibly heard. So, let me set this up. There we go. Let's back into the content. We're on a trial. I think it was the Enos or Eos, Enos, something like Eos. Great. Also, my cat's being a little feisty right now, so you may hear her zooming around the room. And here we are with the Inuo battle. The unmaking. See how long this takes. Might take a little while to wait. Oh, you know what I should do? I should actually teleport. I think I should teleport back to the starting instance. I think I'm not the starting instance, back to the apartment to check gear durability. I think that would probably be necessary right now. Just at that dungeon, so I'm gonna do that real quick. There we go. Probably go back down the hill and check on the Chocobo training time. I got a bloom from somewhere. Bloom. Don't know what was a bloom. Okay, so now that we went there, we've done what we need to over here. Let's go more meals. There's a certain type of meal that was like 5 or 6.17. Ooh, what is this? Oh, CP and control. There's a lot of that there. Happiness juice. Craftsmanship and CP. I know there was some kind of food that was over here. It wasn't quiche. What was it called? It's in my inventory. Crab cakes? No. Lentil curry. It said navel orange cookies. I wonder if there's any navel orange cookies over here. Caramel popcorn. Pond cake. Potato pottage. There's none of that. Sweet maple. Skill speed. Nope. Pineapple orange jelly. 3,000. Okay. Ooh, piety. Mesquite juice. See how much this stuff is. Woo! Restaurant ink sells pretty good. El Pastor. Spell speed and vitality. Piety and vitality. Whew, forget it. Spaghetti. Royal toast. Banana pounds cake. Yeah, no. A piety. Omelette rice. Expensive. Jeez. Melon juice. Hey, I want piety. Piety in it. The hero. Lentil curry. Take 2 more of those. Okay, there we go. They're at 1,000 now. Alright, here we go. And we're in. Inuo.
Ye shall quake before the silken dark. The void's power is mine to wield. Perish. Be still. Accept your downfall. Doth the yawning earth not tempt you? The void consumes. Naught will endure. Neither past nor future. Only one
I breathe through the darkness. Let the light guide you.
you must break free.
Woo!
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with Enowo.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
Nice.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain. Such is the power of the void. the truth of this world. Accept your downfall.
Oh no. Oh no.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still.
Oh man. Okay, so right after that, there's a run.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark. The void's power is mine to wield.
Woo! All right.
Now to
This is the
deal.
last part. Okay.
Life and death render meaningless.
Light, protect us.
I will not yield my domain. Such is the power of the Void. mine to wield. Perish.
They must be sealed away.
Nice. Oh man, another one of those. Memoria. Not bad, not bad indeed. Oh man, that was hectic. My hands and my eyes were going the entire time. But the high-pitched squeal, you know, like Ugh. Love it, love it. Dropsy.
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone. I presume you journeyed here to prevent more void scent from passing through the gate.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat.
I'm curious how this all sounds.
I dare say the problem is resolved.
Oh, it doesn't sound half bad. I guess. The last voice and I've been emerging from the fissures across the source. Have you noticed any abnormalities in the voice as of late?
Nothing comes to mind. Why do you ask? So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate, for better or worse. Precious little has changed in the 13th since the Romus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
'Tis a possibility.
What of Razatan and Garlemald? Eulus took mercy upon the interloper. By the Void Centaur Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much. Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
She came through that little hole in the wall.
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
But how do those two come together? How those two came together actually is how it makes sense.
Not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
Oh, wow. Okay. Here are your dumplings, ma'am. Thank you for the parcel and the fond memories. There's more than enough to share with Golbez. Now that he forgoes the aether of others, I'm sure he'll appreciate the sustenance. I sometimes wonder what the void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more, whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption. A heartening thought, if nothing else. So giddy, there's 3 viewers. That's the most I've ever had. I'm like, yay! It gives me a little flutteries. Okay, so the next quest is a beacon from beyond. Zero has something to discuss with you. To our battle earlier, I hadn't called upon darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a better fit these days. Ever since you left, we've been roaming the void in search of individuals who would join our cause. Although we returned to the Red Moon after sensing Inuo's presence, rarely do we linger in a single location. However, if the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek me out, it might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With Inuo defeated, the source should be in no imminent danger. Which is true. Good, we'll wait for you by the crater. Of course. Hey, I have my free company gave me the Cosmo board, but here you can't use the Cosmo board, so you just gotta run. Run. The red planet. Looks like Mars, kind of, right? Right? There's a teleport situated between here and the center of the moon. I used it to travel the surface on days long past, though I seldom had seen or need once my generals were in place. Igiorum herself crafted the device that I might lay low the servant of light. Ironic that we now use it to seek to restore light to the void. Forgive my idle reminiscence. 'Tis time we made our descent. We're going beneath? Oh, we made it back. Right on. Okay. There's not always so many who live here now have chosen to do so because they support the cause. Indeed, if our numbers continue to grow, we may require more territory. Thankfully, we were able to harness the residual ether from Barbaricia's domain. Those reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right, we had best prepare for our potential guest. Join me in the abode when you're ready. Okay, the abode. I forgot how to get there. Let's see, the abode. Okay, it is. Literally, like, right over here. How to get there, though. Okay. Let's just run. Run straight through to the abode where she lives. Let's see what she has to say. Ooh, what does she got? She has some stuff. Imagine you remember these, the transmitter we used to receive light from the first. If memory serves, they work by channeling XIV left in the wake of the flood into the crystal tower. Using the tower's cross-rift travel capabilities, light is then conveyed into the 13th and into these devices. I have a mind to use them now, but will need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance will be greatly appreciated. Okay, so we gotta go place some of these around. Okay. Let's start our journey, like, right over here. Is it up? Sort of. Okay. I took the back way. I could have taken the front way too, but whatever. Here's the stairs that lead to the stairs, that lead to hallways, that lead to a balcony. The balcony! Zoom out. And the Aether transmitter.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
Huh. I do remember these, kind of. A beacon. Whoa. That is so cool. Let's see if he actually answers the call. There he is! The guy that we fought. In the dungeon.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible.
Yeah. Friends indeed.
Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try and try again?
Very well. This light is ample proof you comrades spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
A new friend. Oh. He'll stay here in the domain then. To seem Julius' intervention has helped forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. I gather you'll head home sooner rather than later? Then let us return to the Red Moon. I'm sure you won't begrudge me a proper farewell. Okay.
Would you deliver a message to Eulus for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Aww.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
Nice.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us.
'Tis true.
Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
Yeah. Unfortunately. And we return to the moon. Ithris. See what everybody else has to say.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum. Wait. Is that?
She is here. Oh, did I get a plus sign on that? I need a oh. Must have defaulted. Like a screenshot.
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
She took care of the evils. The evils. Threatening to bring their world to an end. And they forged some new friendships. And that's just how it was. Took us 3 tries on the last one.
The incursion abruptly ended.
Yeah.
We
How was the
surmised you
house?
had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
Exactly. I mean,
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's
All
suspicion
right.
that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken
uh-oh.
would certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Exactly.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
More answers to be had. Who's this? Not her again.
And who might you be? Not a void sent, I'd wager.
Did she follow Calyx around? Is it Calyx? No, she was like the mother of Calyx or something. Calyx the bear. Oh, no way!
I am Helmerut of the Asians.
Helmerut. Jeez, she's complex.
We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
You take your magic off my sword right now.
I was only to talk.
Ooh. Talk away.
Thank you for affording me a chance.
Oh no.
Bereft of the unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections. Yes, that That is correct.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Big Bunny? I don't know. He could be.
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
It is true. They didn't like each other.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
Uh-oh.
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients.
She's gonna freeze part of the planet? Oh no. Oh no, you didn't.
As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia.
What it's made up of.
And in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more. Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards.
Wow.
Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth.
She just lost her cuckoo?
Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years pass. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
So we're gonna stop it. Because we like our lives, you know? And we like
it is
to...
an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial.
She's tripping.
A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiac.
A natural freaking Oh, wow.
The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered.
Okay.
Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost. Yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice, when all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased.
I highly doubt that. About the solstice, you know.
I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
She's helping Calyx? Oh, she lost her noodle.
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmerud recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections. Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winterers, we are called.
So they just came together like that.
Seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Even if everything you claim is true? What you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one.
She has history in that. I know there's a history behind her understanding.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit.
The bitter cold. Uh-oh. Someone's Zero? No,
like
wait,
the
what?
pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Oh.
Wait!
Lovely. Well, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense now. Wow. What do we want? 500. The critical hit and skill speed. Piety and determination. Yeah. Trail to the heavens. Alphino continues to grapple with Halmerud's disclosure. The implication of the solstice and the winter's schemes, as well as our approach moving forward, will take time to consider. To the end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean all our fellow Scions. For a change of pace, why don't we convene at the Rising of Stones? I'm sure Tataru and others would be happy to meet us there. A fine idea in many ways. Our return is long overdue. No doubt we could all use some respite after Garlemald, but I trust there are no objections. Okay. 'Tis settled then, to the rising stones. Now if I can remember where the rising stones is. Rising stones. Is that not in... Ishgard? The rising stones. It's not Idleshire. It's not Foundation. No, where is it? Oh my gosh. Others... Mordona. Rising stones. I think it's Mordona. I'm just gonna go with Mordona. Hopefully I'm right. I think the Rising Stones is in Mordona. It's that little back room, like right over... Wait. Yeah, right over here. I was right, I was right. Yay! Okay. There's Alfino. We got everybody else over here. Nary a thing has changed since we last gathered here. No doubt Tataru is chiefly responsible for the prevailing state of tidiness. Speaking of whom, she and a great many of our comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer. Okay, cool. I gotta get off my backside pretty soon. Tataru, where are you? 9 times out of 10, that would be Blaze. Tataru, we're taking...
Long it hath been since last we gathered here.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay.
Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only. Thereafter, we did largely operate independent of one another.
Yep.
All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
He's always got a weird way of saying things. It's like proper. Doth and thine.
Apologies for our
Aerith.
delay.
Uh-huh. Oh my gosh, I have not seen them in forever.
We're reporting for duty
As a big,
This is
right?
everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with. But we're working on it.
Huh.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag. Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Now, as much as I'd like to savour our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments.
Yeah.
Will you apprise us of the details?
His voice matches him so easily. They've all come into their own. It's like, wow. Such young ones one time. Or another. Dig it.
The Winterers and the Solstice.
No.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
Yep.
In light of the recent Voidsent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the source and the reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could.
Alice sure would too.
But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation...
Yeah, everybody gone. Like, that's the part that she goes, I'm not without a fight. It makes her sad.
Then what can we possibly do? I wonder, was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar, so it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality.
She's almost a deity. I don't think of an I think she knew and chose to trust on us. I don't think she had any way of knowing.
Indeed. Not even Hydaelyn could be expected to foresee everything. And with her gone, we have only speculation.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget, Heron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
Oh man. It's gonna bring us right up into the next patch in Evercold, I mean. It would be no means any easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, Alice and I have opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Garlemald. After all, anything we can do to protect our world will also serve to keep the Garleans safe. Julius and his comrades are already working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's so difficult to see the path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Garlemald with our heads held high one day. Indeed, in the meantime, let us prepare a letter for Julius and the community. We mustn't let despair stay our hand. There's one sign. Who are we gonna talk to next? Let's go talk to this guy. Ochre Boulder. Enner and I are training in Gardania when Voidson attacked the 12-Wood. Thankfully, we were able to fend off with the help of the Twin Adders. When I heard the invasion had already spread across the star, I realized the gravity of the situation and ordered a confidential report sent to the other Scions. That's why Tataru is so quickly apprised. Thanks to you, we are able to make haste for Garlemald. While circumstances and duty may keep us apart, we remain bound by common purpose. Ochre, indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us now that we stand together once again. Okay. I want to talk to you still the last. Hoary Boulder. Coltonet? Cool Tenant. And I had remained in Corvos to monitor the... Where the heck is Corvos? To monitor the situation among the Garleans and the Corvosi. Though seldom smooth sailing, in time the region settled and we were able to return. I understand the Garlean community has made great strides in improving relations with other peoples. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal for resolving the issues in Corvos. I don't remember where Corvos is at. Then perhaps you'd like to hear more about the Garlean accomplishments from me and the twins. It might stoke that fire even hotter. Okay, so let's talk to these two. Thancred. After Jay and I went off to on our own. We decided to spend some time exploring Dawntrail. We never had the chance to visit during the Rite of Secession, you see. We journeyed east through Leozenheta before, I don't know how to pronounce that, heading up the coast to the frigid northern reaches, where they revere the story's beasts of the sea. The excursion only served to reinforce how diverse Tyrell really is. We also met the Wallaki. Though we had not the time to study their arts at length, we were privy to survive intriguing demonstrations. Would that have been... Oh my gosh, okay. Would that, we have indulged our curiosity further and traveled to yet more distant lands. For better or worse, pragmatism tempered our wanderlust. Suffice it to say, we still have plenty to see of the continent. I should very much like to return, given the chance. And lastly, the Stola. Judging by your geese, Clements, your studies must have been productive. Clements. Indeed, I have more or less mastered the fundamental principles of Charlene astrology. At one point, I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to persevere with more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much use on a battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold a bow steady, let alone at a target. So sorely bereft of brotherly ministrations as I am. I knew I would be still required constant supervision. I knew you still required constant supervision. Okay, you two haven't changed in the slightest. It makes me wonder how our colleagues that wouldn't join us today are faring. Okay, tutorial. Seems everyone has much more to discuss with another. Anyway, you're overdue for a proper break. The peace and quiet still help you think. Feel free to make yourself comfortable in Dawn's respite. Okay. She's probably gonna have a dream. Or they're all gonna gather or something. It would be cute.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential. You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure.
Talking to a stuffed animal.
Helmut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth. A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
Tell me where you're going.
I have my own designs I would see realized. Nothing more.
You're talking to a stuffed
Believe
freaking
me
animal.
or doubt as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway.
An animated stuffed animal. He's freaky. Like a squirrel. Squirrel!
What
Sorry.
Helmut said to you earlier,
Oh my goodness, okay.
She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so?
No, I
You
want to
have
follow
seen
him.
battles beyond counting. Have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost?
Possibility.
I will share with you a truth.
Do so.
We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as it may,
Sounds like
it
they're
is
in
the
chaos right
culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration,
That's the squirrel.
and unwavering ideals.
Calyx. He's a
No
doctor.
matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal,
His own patient.
our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
She should just off your soul right now, Calyx. Oi. That little fluffy tail. Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Hey. Lexi. Lexi. Hey. Dang, you're sleeping hard, girl. Lexi. Lexi. If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to the winter's end? How turns the key to winter's end? Oh, beautiful. Love this story, by the way. Okay, now we can get out of here for a sec. I haven't even completed the AA. Was it AAC heavyweight M4? Is anyone even here? Why is everyone like gone? There should be people like running all the way around here. Oh, here's someone. No, I haven't been over here for a while. Let's see what they have. Charles Masterworks, Ironworks Gear, Rowena's Token Exchange, Single-Handed Arm Exchange, Uncanny Knickknacks. Let's see what else is here. Nothing. That's great. I already have those. I want the men's trunks. I want those black summer trunks, but she can't wear them. That's because, you know, I'm like that. Just sort of dress however I want to. Luckily, this stuff is like, you know, non-genderous. You can make it like pink and purple and stuff like that and it be like girly. Let's see, Poetics. What do we got? I have all three of these and those. Great. Like 2,000 is capped right now. Special arms? What is special arms? To see? What is a special arm? Oh. Superior Enchanted Ink. Umbrite. Aether oil, these are market prohibited items. does this lady over here do? Forgot to ask her. Oh, boss just Citadel? What is this bombastic bric-a-brac? What? Diamond Emerald. Oh my gosh, they're in Mordona. Whew. Okay, I didn't know that. I hadn't been over here for like a minute. It was pretty good though, like, you know. Now to teleport back to the apartment. Whew. Hectic. Let's see if our cracker roots are ready yet. So in the first video, I went into my living room and I pulled up YouTube and I was watching, you know, the live from earlier, and I realized that my voice was like way too low. So I checked it right now and I'm hoping that it sounds alright. I'm probably gonna go check it on the big screen in a little bit. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take a little time away. Thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate it. You're forever thanked, and you know, come again. All right, have a nice day.